Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Christopher the Ruple. And if you're hearing this, you're probably going, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? Well, see, we went through a rebrand. The original podcast was called Speaking of Which, and I didn't want to get rid of a certain number of these episodes because I was like, they kind of relate to Drunken Book Club, and I wanted to keep them alive. So I wanted to keep these adventure episodes alive with the rebranding. So here it is. Here's the message letting you know what's kind of going on, why I didn't say welcome to Drunken Book Club, or talking about what we drank, yada 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 kind of thing. But here it is. And our new socials for this series are DBC_pod, not the old one. That's our Twitter account, and possibly Instagram coming soon. And we also have our Patreon at patreon.com/drunkenbookclub, where you can pay $1 and tell us what book to read and to have a jovial time with us. Alright, thanks for joining me, and you guys enjoy the episode. Bye-bye. Hello, wonderful people. It's your host, Christopher the Ruple. And yeah, I know it's weird not to hear the commercial first, but I have to put up front a couple things. This is a trigger warning. This book is so messed up. Like, I wish I was kidding. Yeah, You Are a Cat is a pretty messed up book. So here are the trigger warnings. If you're sensitive to cat deaths, there are a few in this in this book, yes, and in our reading of it. And there's also a suicide attempt. So if you're sensitive to those, which I fully understand, this book messed us up. I wish we had a bit more fun with this one. I think we had fun. I thought it was a really fun read, but I just have to put up front a couple things of just, hey, there's cat death, there's suicide. This is so effed up. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but yeah, here's the show. Here's the ad. Whatever. You guys stay cool out there. Oh lordy, this book's messed up, but it's so great. You should pick it up. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, these guys should talk about this book on Drunken Book Club? Or even, hey, I want to hear them gush about this on Ruple's Rupees. Well, guess what? We'll listen to you if you pitch in $1 on our Patreon. That's right, for $1, we'll listen to you. And along with that $1, you know what else you get? You get access to all the bonus episodes that I put out every single week, including the backlogs, and early access to all our podcasts and videos, and everything else that I put up on there. So for $1, I think it's pretty much worth it, but you be the judge. Check it out. It's at patreon.com/speaking of which. Thank you and enjoy the show. Meow meow, meow 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 meow. Speaking of which, meow 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 meow.
I feel left out in this conversation. Skimble shakes the...
No! Hello and welcome to a Let's Read episode of Speaking of Which. I'm your perfect host, Christopher, the meow 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 Ruple, joined with...
Jellicle Sam.
Just Noelia. Hi, guys.
And... Garfield Weiss, got it.
Nice.
And you're like thinking, okay, a Let's Read? What is this? It's been a while since we've done a Let's Read. It's been almost a year since we did our last Let's Read. Pretty much we read a choose your own adventure book, and these guys interrupt me with their funny, witty things making fun of the book, and get to decide how the plot goes. In this episode, we chose Pick a Plot Book, number 1, You Are a Cat.
Make the Jellicle choice.
Oh,
So-
please tell me this is like Kitty Love, where you turn into a cat and also look for guys to date.
No, you are just a cat. You're already a cat. So how is everybody's play style gonna kind of affect? How, like, are you guys gonna have a play style? Like, I feel like Sam's gonna choose like Jellicle cat style decisions. Like,
What's that?
Cats the musical.
Oh.
Oh.
Because we
I'm
watched
gonna be weirdly horny about everything.
Oh.
I mean,
that's
one of the first choices is actually to see a female cat, your lover.
Great.
Whatever I can do to just move some fine
push stuff
china off of a shelf.
Yeah, I'm here for the joke, so I go for whatever is the most chaotic. That's what I'm here for.
Just going with pure chaos run. Well, cat run.
Yeah, right.
What was that one game? It was like a cat...
oh god, yeah, it's like Cat Fighter, isn't it?
Well, there's that, and then there's also the, like, a cat game where you're a cat and your job is to destroy shit.
Yeah, you played that one.
Yeah.
Do the humans keep things out of your reach, so you have to chase it?
You have to, like, try to jump on stuff and get to it so you can
Yeah,
knock
it's
it
not
off.
like the baby one, the baby daddy one, where your baby's trying to kill itself. It's not like
Yeah.
that.
It's like you're a cat and you're trying to knock everything off.
And get points. Yeah. Okay. You see it. The squirrel. It holds still, clinging to the dark bark of the tree. It almost blends in, but the wind shivers its wide, soft tail. You don't take your eyes off of it as you move soundlessly through the grass. All you want to do is make it stop. Its twitching tail, its trembling eye. You want to kill it, then open it up. You want to explore its insides, taste it. The squirrel moves, and you move with it. We just freaking out.
Goodness.
Hey, you should be into this. You like using every part of the animal. It shoots up the tree to a higher branch. Digging your claws into the bark, you vault yourself after it. The squirrel scampers along the branch, light as a skipping stone, making the leap to a cross branch extending from another tree.
Just like a stone.
You marvel at its lightness. It's like when hummingbirds kiss in mid-flight. Miraculous to all but the hummingbirds.
You know, that's what you always think about right before you eat your food is how
Hummingbirds.
miraculous it is, like, how it moves and everything. You're
Reese
like,
thinks that miracle, you shoot a deer, you're like, thank you, Mother God, for using it all.
Oh, no.
I keep making native jokes, I don't know why.
Yes, look at this.
I guess I've been holding them all in. I had some reservations about this.
So that's a good one.
We have been gone for quite a while, so...
In the seconds it takes the squirrel to switch trees, you calculate your chances. The branches are quite thick. They'll hold your weight, you think. You'll have to step lightly, but there's a good chance you'll make it. So you have two choices. If you take the leap to the other branch and continue to pursue the squirrel, jump to page 2. If you decide that you are too keyed up to walk with assurance along the branch, turn to page 4.
Alright, I'm down with pouncing. What do you guys think?
Pounce.
Alright.
okay.
We're going to pursue the squirrel on page 2.
You fall to your death, break your neck, and die at the end.
Try again.
Actually, fun fact, you have 9 lives, technically, like a real cat. So,
Well, you have 8 more lives, but you can't... You're in that, like, cat wheelchair where you can't climb anything.
the tree, you're like Santa's little helper in that one episode of The
The
Simpsons.
cone of shame.
Oh, it's the King of the Hill with that one cat.
Oh, yeah. The tree bark is thick, but your claws dig satisfyingly deep. You push your claws in tighter. Your hind legs tremble as you prepare your mid-dash to the next branch. Ahead of you, the squirrel pauses, then turns around to watch you. You move. You're about halfway along the branch when your feet fail you. Oh, feet don't fail me now. The branch is too small, and your hind paws scramble to gain purchase. You try to move backwards, but everything is slipping. One paw grabs at open air, and you tumble. The sun spins in a wide arc around your face. You fall, but you try to time it, twisting your body so you land on your feet. But something's wrong. Every time you think you've got it right, your feet end up facing the sky. You won't have time to. You slam into the ground. You roll along the floor into a dirty sock. Muffled laughter comes from above. It's the girl! Holden, you're so stupid. The voice mumbles, then goes soft again. A moment later, it is gently snoring. A minute ago, you were up there with her. A minute ago, you were up there with her, with the girl, nestled in the soft crevice behind her knees, warm as radiators. Now, the cold, dirty floor. It was all a dream.
Oh, I was so confused.
Yep. You're hungry, and you slink into the hall and down the stairs toward the kitchen and your food bowl. Turn to page 6.
Oh my god.
Feel like
Good, so we didn't die.
No, you did not die. It was a dream.
Thank goodness.
It could be a deadly premonition, though.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
A train comes and hits you.
That was a premonition.
Yep. The house is dead
You
quiet.
cheated death, so now it's gonna cheat.
You cheated it, now it's gonna cheat you.
It just fucks your mom.
Oh no! The house is dead quiet as you pad down the carpeted stairs. You're alert to any changes. Sometimes the boy comes in late at night, after everyone else has gone to sleep, and kicks his shoes off in the foyer. His shoes always smell sugary and yeasty. You give them a sniff on the way to the kitchen, but there's nothing interesting this time. You nose around in your food bowl for a bit. They refilled it last night. The kibble is more stale than when it comes right out of the bag. The dry food crunches around in your mouth, and you eye your water. One of the hairs sits in
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Or sorry, one of your hairs sits in it, floating like a leaf. You lap the water to the side of it, then open your jaws wide, licking your lips.
I'm not a huge fan of how he's aware of the journey of staleness for kibble. What has this author done?
Hey, he's smarter than the average cat.
It's that one guy. That's what he did. The King of the Hill guy that was eating the cat, that talked about how delicious the cat food is. This is him.
This is
The
the guy.
Goodness, I'm just...
That's the guy that you pretty sure ate cat food.
Oh my god.
Dull morning light streams through the leaves of the trees just outside the kitchen window. It looks okay out there. Moving to the cat flap, a small swinging panel covering a small square hole in the back door. We know what a cat flap is. You nose it open and take in the backyard. Your nostrils pulse. A light breeze trembles your whiskers. No rain today, not the barest hint of it. You pause at the door with your head outside and your paws inside. If you want to continue outside, step your way to page 3. If you decide that today is more of a nap in the sunbeam sort of day, retreat inside to page 17. So are we going back inside or are we going on an adventure?
Huh.
I'd say adventure. Why not?
Let's go adventure,
Sure.
yeah.
Alright. Going back to page 3.
Can sleep at home.
Sleep at home!
Sleep when I'm dead.
Your backyard's not bad, but you've seen better. As a matter of fact, you've seen most of the backyards in this neighborhood. Some of them are filled with wildly overgrown hedges and piles of junk. Some people put out bird seed in bird houses, create little bird paradises, and by extension, cat paradises. You can almost smell their juicy bodies from here. But your backyard is quite plain. A patio table with 4 chairs sits by the back porch. A couple of tall trees bring some squirrels, but that's it.
Oh, okay, so our cat knows what tables and chairs are, but it doesn't know how to describe a cat flip with just saying cat flap.
I think that's just the proper word, because it's not a doggy door.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, there's a hole in the side of the house and there's a flippy thingy. And he knows it open.
Maybe people don't know what a cat flap
What I
is.
love is
don't
how
know.
judgmental the cat is, being like, they have better backyards than ours.
I mean,
we
cats
need
are
to
judgmental.
step it up.
Cats are judgmental. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. It just feels like where is this?
Thankfully, the family let the grass grow a little wild. It at least provides some cover when you're stalking a squirrel or a mouse. Today, you march right to the wooden fence that divides the yard from the alley and duck under it. A noise. You stay absolutely still as a man on a bicycle hums past. Close to the dirt, you peek after him. When he is a tiny dot in the distance, you move back out into the alley. What do you do? Or what do you want to do? You can visit your girlfriend. She smells great. If you want to visit her, head left, down the alley and amble over to page 8.
God.
The main street is always exciting. There's a bookstore that always has its door open. If that interests you, head down to page 10. Oh look, a bluebird overhead. If action is more your style this morning, follow it quickly. So you want to visit your girlfriend, go to a bookstore, or chase a bluebird?
I'm too scared for this decision. You guys go.
I'm stuck between your girlfriend or a bookstore.
Jellicle cats would choose one or the other. So you're fair to assume that, Sam.
Wee's tiebreaker?
I know you too well. You don't want to say it. Girlfriend. We're gonna
Girlfriend
Oh,
time.
okay.
go- I know you want to see the love interest.
I don't know, though. Because my
I mean,
cats-
you're like, it's weird how this is written, like
You decide to go visit your girlfriend. She may or may not be outside.
how children's shoes smell and how he knows this.
No, it's his master.
Oh, master.
He refers to it as the boy and the girl because it's what it is. And he's obviously a baker.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Oh.
sugar and yeast.
See, I just thought he had a yeast infection.
I
In
thought-
his feet.
You can have it's a fungal infection, so you can have a fungal infection on your foot.
A yeast infection on feet, though?
Possibly, I don't
I
know.
don't think that's how it works.
I'm not a doctor.
That's funny.
Why don't you go eat some yeast and find out, Sam?
That would not work.
Sometimes she's inside when you get there, and you don't get to see her. Even worse is when she's at the window, but no one's home to let her out. Then all you can do is look at each other. All last winter, you didn't see her. You stayed inside during the months of frosty windows and snow. It's unsettling, the way snow feels under your paws. No support. You hate when it gives way. All last winter, you missed her. But before you go, what's up? Are you just doing a cat thing at
Yes.
the window?
I'm at the window.
But before you go, you saunter over to the flowers in the garden and take a shit. It literally says that.
Really?
Oh my god.
I wish I was kidding. Using your paws to shovel dirt over it after.
Do you make a little flour powder like that one cat that bite?
So much nicer to poo outside, and not cramped inside that nasty litter box. The sharp, acrid smell of your own piss sometimes keeping your eyes half closed.
I am very concerned about this book now.
That's why I'm scared about visiting the girlfriend.
You venture a little way down the alley, keeping close to the weeds growing out of the cracks along the fences. Then you smell it. It's a strong scent. Your heartbeat quickens.
Oh no.
You look around cautiously for the cat that left it. It was a tom of some kind.
Ooh.
The scent is that strong, that pungent. Whoever he was, he claimed the whole alley. Nah, 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 nah. You know you are taking a chance if you continue down it.
How dare he?
It would be wiser to retreat and wait a few days for the scent to disappear. If it's not renewed, only then will it be safe to continue. Everything in you wants to turn tail and run back home, but it's been so long since you've seen her. You really want to see her. You stand in the alley, hesitant. Idly, a butterfly twitters past. I love that. Just
Can we chase the butterfly?
Okay.
We'll see. There's two choices up ahead. Then, just as you're about to turn back, you remember something. Once you saw the tiniest dog absolutely cow a pit bull just by barking. Through sheer bluster, it managed to get the bigger, heavier dog to run away. Really, sometimes it's not the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog.
Oh my god.
I'm a cat.
You're not fond of dogs. They're large, lumbering, and stupid. But occasionally, you can learn something from them. Sometimes it pays to take the initiative. You stop and assess your bladder. You still have some pee left. If you mark the territory as yours, turn to page 14.
Lisa's face.
If you decide to continue without marking the territory, go to page 16.
You know, we went from getting...
Wanting to see your girlfriend?
No, we went from getting... what's the word? King Shane for getting blood to become a vampire.
That was like our first one.
But,
To a literal pissing
to
contest.
this.
To literally shitting and pissing.
This is a literal pissing contest.
Yes.
Between us and another
So
Tom.
do we mark or do we not
I want
mark?
to fight. Let's fight the cat.
So you
Let's-
mark?
Yes,
Let's
let's mark.
All right.
Alright,
okay.
you're going
to
to mark the
piss.
territory? Page 14.
Here we go.
Making piss.
I'm making piss. Dun, 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 dun.
Is he going to drink it afterwards?
You find the main source of the scent and aim carefully at a few small rocks clustered by a fence post. Relaxing your bladder, you let loose a considerable squirt. Your own scent permeates the area. Continuing on already, you feel more comfortable. You're a cat! That's
Someone
what you are!
likes it.
I mean, low key, this just feels like a furry like book for
This
them.
isn't even like a furry thing. This is like...
This is just being a
No
cat.
diapers.
This is just
This
a
is like
cat.
a
What? That has
kenning
nothing to
thing.
do with furries. That's
This
diaper
is like
fetish.
this is like straight up
Alright.
kenning right now.
Fair.
Continuing on, already you feel more comfortable. The sweet tinkle of wind chimes...
Don't use tinkle right after you
It
talk
says
about
twinkle.
it.
The sweet tinkle of wind chimes drifts over
They
from
did
the
that on
back porch.
purpose.
You come across a half-eaten tomato. You bend closer to make an experimental sniff, and your nose twitches. It's slimy, full of rots. Then a few feet ahead of you, a large tomcat steps out from behind a gate in the fence. He's downwind, so you didn't detect him. You stop. He comes closer. Now the wind shifts, and his scent wafts off of him in sickening waves. This is the one. This is the Tom. He can smell you too. He can smell your scent. Stamped on top of his, like a challenge. All your hairs stand on end. The other cat squirts at you. The other cat squints at you,
Just pisses
raises his back, widens his eyes, and breathes out a low, throaty growl.
Oh, the turntable.
Here's a nice picture of cat.
Oh, it's actually cute. Oh.
Actually, I think that's you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's you because you look like that.
That's
So you have
cool.
two choices. Do you decide to stay and fight? Dig your paws into page 42. If on the other paw you decide to deke past the tomcat and run like hell down the alley, not stopping until you get to your girlfriend's dash over to page 44. So fight or go straight to your girlfriend.
I feel like I would go straight to the... Just try to
Go to the girlfriend.
go girlfriend.
I was thinking fight.
I want to
so
fight.
So
Yeah.
you guys don't
Alright.
remember me, so...
Page 42.
Ready to lose our first lives, guys?
Well, we're about to see. Here's a picture of the cat fighting.
Oh, jeez.
Alrighty. Teeth clenched. You growl back. The choices you had don't matter now, because now you're in it. The tomcat stalks towards you. He's bigger and heavier and knows it. so you're going to have to rely on your quickness. You usually avoid these kinds of confrontations. A cat's life is a series of running after smaller things and running away from bigger things. You don't know what possessed you today.
Oops.
The Tom springs at you. Dun dun dun. You dance back, hissing, not taking your eyes off him. He advances again. This time he gets close enough to raise his paw and bitch slap you. Just bitch slap you. It's one.
So just think of that as the beps.
You raise up on your hind legs, hackles raised, trying to make yourself bigger. Forepaws out, but he jumps on you. Your yell echoes in the alley as both of you grapple on the ground. You bat at his face, claws extended. There you go, Sam. There's your batting at his face. Imagining a small tear at his ear, or tear at his ear.
Tear, just little.
Now he caterwauls and lets go. Twisting your body, you scramble back to your feet and back off, gaining some distance. You're already exhausted. Though the adrenaline is thrumming through your body, the Tom glares at you, slowly getting to his feet. Now he's really mad. If you count your losses and dash past the Tom towards your girlfriends, run without stopping and without turning back to page 44. If you think that ultimately you'll prevail and want to keep fighting, strike out at page 75.
I feel like that we're gonna lose because they give us a second chance to just get the heck out.
Yeah, let's run, guys.
But
Girlfriend?
I kind of want to see what happens.
So I got one vote for fight, one for
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Run.
Sam?
Fuck it, let's fight. I want to see if we die or not.
Okay, 75.
Roll them dice.
Here we go.
Running on adrenaline, you jump at the Tom, trying to take him down. He bats a giant paw at you, but you dive out of the way, leaping back. Then you're on top, biting everywhere you can. The Tom grabs at you with his claws, and the two of you tussle on the ground. He's strong. He pushes you over easily, and now you're on the bottom. You raise your paws, eyes wide, mouth open, hind legs coiled, ready to spring if he attacks. It happens in slow motion. The
He
Tom
pees on
rises... What?
He pees on you.
No! The Tom rises up on his back legs, growing in stature. You gotta go. You think. You gotta run. He's going to kill you. In a flash, you flip back onto your paws, keeping your tail close to you. Then you're off. Fuck this. But the Tom's mad and chases you. Everything's a blur as you sprint toward the mouth of the alley. Behind you, he's getting closer. He's bigger and faster. Ouch! You feel the barrist that touches on your tail. There's a small space under the fence to your left. You throw yourself under it, threading through. Go on to the next page.
Oh, man.
Success! The Tom is too big to follow. You turn to watch him gamely trying to squeeze his bulk under the tight fit. You pass through so easily. Relieved, you almost collapse. Your trembling legs have going kitten weak. Then you hear another growl. You turn and have just enough time to register the pit bull before it sinks its teeth into your neck and shakes you to death.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The end.
Ah!
That's one life down. You have 8 lives to go, if we can even make it that far.
Ah.
So, how far back do we want to go? Do we want to go to the girlfriend?
Let's go with
Let's go with girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Man, we should have
We shouldn't have marked. We should have just kept going.
made like a chihuahua and threatened the pit bull. I don't know.
Just pissed constantly. Just peeing just everywhere.
Everywhere.
You have no sphincter. Just
Oh, you're
pissing.
what sphincter?
That's a sphincter. Is what controls your
I
bladder.
feel bad that just
Sphincter is a type of like muscle.
This
Oh.
butthole.
Yeah, cats are special. So like their spray. I don't know.
I know.
No,
All
but
cats
I'm
are
talking about,
special
like-
and they're beautiful, but why is it using the sphincter?
Like I'm talking about like the muscle that controls like the closing and opening. Of
I'm
the
just
bladder.
trying to make piss. You made it. You recognize your fence. You look back to make sure no one's following. Oh, you recognize her fence, sorry. You look back to make sure no one's following. Then, with a giant spring, you leap over the low fence and boldly walk up to the screen door. You can smell her already. The screen door is closed, but the heavier inner door is open, allowing fresh air in. Putting your claws up to the screen, you peer into the dark kitchen. No sign of her. Meow. You call into the house. Meow. Something touches your bum, then slides along your hips and purr follows. You turn to see your girlfriend. Her body rubs against yours and you bump noses,
I'm not ready for
pushing
this.
your whiskers together. Also, here's a picture of her. She's very cute.
Ooh.
She's a white cat.
No.
Very sweet.
I'm not ready for this.
All the sensual
Then you spend some time
cats.
smelling each other's bums, then licking one another's fur. She smells so fucking good.
Oh no.
It's nice.
Too bad it's not rainy season.
You sit like an old couple on the porch, talking or taking in the day.
That's cute.
Birds appear and dart past, but you don't feel like chasing them. Camilla, Camilla. A woman's voice calls from the screen door. Milla. Your girlfriend turns at the voice. The screen door opens. A woman looks at the both of you sitting there and grins. Oh, you have a little friend. Gently, slowly, she moves over to the both of you, then kneels. She holds her hand out to you, palm up, and you smell it. She smells okay, calm, also a faint scent of oranges. Go on to the next page. The woman knows... here's a picture of the woman, just so everyone can see. She has a nice necklace.
Steal the necklace, run.
Here's a picture of her.
Aw, it's a lady.
Do look like a lady. The woman knows just how to stroke you and gives you a little pat just in front of your tail, on the small of your back, above your hind legs, and you rise a little at that. Let's see who we have here, she says, fingering your collar. Holden, she says. You start at the
McNeely
mention
from Wizard and the Bruiser.
Yes, it is. It's Holden McNeely. No, it's Holden from Catcher in the Rye.
I never read Catcher in the Rye.
Neither did I.
No.
I don't know is that Holden from Catcher in the Rye?
I don't know.
It's one of those books that made people want to kill people.
Oh, gee.
Kill famous people. So Catcher in the Rye, I think is the correct one.
Possibly.
Holden, she says, you start at the mention of your name. Holden Catfield. Yeah, Holden Chatfield. It's literally a reference to Catcher in the Rye. Now, how charming is that? She strokes you a little more, then gets up to go back into the house. You and your girlfriend relax into each other. The gentle music of the wind chimes, lending poetry to the day. The screen door opens again, and this time the woman brings out 2 plates. The smell hits you immediately. Wet food. Tuna with some chicken.
Fuck yeah.
The two of you get up and start mewling like baby kittens.
Aww.
You want it. The plates hover above you, the woman holding them like twin UFOs. Then the UFOs land, and you both start devouring the food.
I like this.
So cute, the woman says. Midway through your meal, you pause to watch your girlfriend eat for a bit. Then you go back to eating yours.
I just want to watch you eat.
Later, after the meal, after licking yourselves clean, you nap together on the porch in the sun. Go on to the next page. And we wanted to have violence when we could have had a cute time with cats eating.
Yes, we're having a cute date with our girlfriend.
And you guys just wanted to piss and fight. But this is cute cat content. Eventually, sorry.
I'm just picturing, if you guys ever saw that video of that cat that just engulfs its food.
Yes.
Oh, that.
Eventually, you emerge from your drowsy slumber. You know that you have to go soon if you want to make it home before it gets too dark. You don't mind the dark, but you like to sleep when the family sleeps. Over the years, you've gotten used to it. Your girlfriend purrs beside you. You give her a final lick behind the ears, then set off across the yard to the alley. And you thought you were going to be fucking, Weiss? No, you be pooping and pissing.
In her yard.
In her yard.
Actually, no, before her yard.
That's how you
Turn
know
to
you
page
truly
78.
love each other.
Once you have pooped in the yard.
Once you poop in somebody's yard, that's how you know.
I got full-blown cat anus on this page.
Oh, right.
Oh, there you go.
Cat anus.
Cat anus. This is the best book.
We haven't had a lot of choices.
It's the
recently.
Eye of Sauron!
Ah! Oh no, I'm being sucked into the book on this page!
It's sucked to the cat anus.
I can't look away. It's hard to look away. It's just right there.
See, all I can think of is that comic of the, like, I feel sad, and it's like, and the cat's like, I know what to do, and it's like, don't show me your anus, and he's like, behold,
This
my
will help
anus.
you.
You move down the alley energetically. It's been an eventful day and you're tired. Also, the sun is plummeting and it'll be dark soon. Then from behind a bush, there's a call. A female tabby slides out and slinks into view. She purrs at you, comes over, and does not seem to be deterred by the fact that she smells another cat all over you.
Oh.
She's trouble, and from the looks of it, in heat. Now here you go, Weiss. Here's your horny cat
That's
time.
not what I wanted.
No, that's why we're seeing cat anus. This is the tabby that we're hearing. The tabby is purring, rubbing against you insistently. Then she moves herself in front of your face and squats her legs apart. Little desperate noises come from her, interspersed with her purrs.
Who has a Q-tip?
But you can't do anything. You've been fixed. Or rather, you could do something, but you're not sure you want to. You don't feel the same urgency that you did before the operation. You could do it, but it wouldn't be satisfying. And anyway, the tabby doesn't smell that good. Your girlfriend smells good. This cat smells kind of
Hell
weird.
yeah, this guy is loyal.
Don't get feline chlamydia.
Not bad weird, just not your weird. What you mean is that you know there's some cat out there who will think she smells absolutely amazing, but you don't. Go on to the next page.
Don't get feline chlamydia.
Good for this cat. All right.
You stroll right by her and keep going home, but the tabby chases after you, stopping you,
Oh, no.
putting herself right in front of you again.
This is
Thumb
sexual
in the air,
harassment. Excuse me.
tail high,
Excuse me, ma'am. This is a Wendy's.
breathy, breathy, pleading noises coming from her mouth.
What is with this author?
This pussy is practically pulsing.
Oh my
What do you,
What the
What do
hell
you
are
do?
reading?
Find the Tom.
if you decide to fuck her, turn to page 82.
This
No,
doesn't
don't
say
I say
that.
fuck?
Yes! I'm not making this up! Why would I make this up?
I don't know. I thought for some reason that this was a kid's book.
This is not a kid's book.
Apparently.
No, all the swears have been in this. I'm not making up the swears, people.
Oh my goodness.
This is not a children's book.
Oh my, I legit thought it was like one of your pick or your own adventures
Sam's
child
dying
book.
over here.
No, this is not a child's book.
Oh my
Who
god.
If
is
you-
this author, and do they write more?
She has. She's written. I've actually picked up all of her books that I could find.
Oh my goodness.
3 of them are cat ones, and then the last one I picked up is your Alice's mom from Alice in Wonderland.
Just watching her trip balls. That's all you do. Is just
Yeah.
watch her trip balls. For
Okay. A quick editor's note. I misgendered the author. That's 100% my bad. I'm sorry about that. It is a he, not a she. I don't know where I said she. I think because cats, I guess. I don't know. Cats can be feminine, and I don't know. I'm stupid. Just ignore me. I'm stupid. So your choices. If you decide to fuck her, turn to page 82.
Nope.
If instead you politely but insistently decline, turn to page 99.
we don't cheat.
We don't.
Okay, so
I don't want to fuck that pussy.
I don't want to fuck my mother.
Did we ever tell you that story?
Oh, there's a
Another
story?
time. Another
No, I have to explain it to them. It's from the Back to the Future porno, where
Oh,
Marty
no.
McFly is played by an
Oh.
Indian guy, like Indian,
Yeah.
and he's like, I do not want to fuck my mother.
They're like, you have to fuck your mother. And he's like, I don't want to fuck my mother.
You run. The tabby
Good on
hurries.
him, I guess.
I know he doesn't cheat. You run. The tabby hurries after you for a little bit, but gives up after a while. Some distance later, you look back to see her on the ground, almost crippled by her lust. You think about your girlfriend and about how good she smells. You can still smell her scent on you. You didn't want to cover it up with a smell that didn't smell nearly as good. You continue on until you recognize your home fence. You cross the yard, scamper up to the porch, and toward your cat flap. Turn to page 64.
It's such a weird, crippled by lust.
I mean, have you not seen Cats in Heat?
Oh,
They
yeah.
are crippled by lust.
But it's just such a weird, it just feels so weird.
Dun, 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 dun. I gave you guys choices. You chose this one. There was a Dungeons and Dragons book, and there was a one by R.L. Stein with a mummy that looks like Stanley.
I didn't expect this.
We're not expecting literally the word fuck.
I should have said this was not meant for kids.
That pussy is
Does
pulsating.
it say that?
I mean, it's, I don't think it says it, but it's kind of obvious when you actually read the back and stuff.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, literally, the cat's name is Holden Catfield. That's not a kid reference name. This is made for adults who fuck.
And apparently want to do that with cats, too.
Want to be a cat. Fuck.
Dirty cats.
Hey,
That smell
you don't,
weird.
you don't, hey,
We don't king shame.
we don't kink shame,
That's valid.
and we don't cheat. Let's keep going. The first thing you see is the girl. She stands by the stove, a pan in one hand, a wooden spoon in the other.
She smacks you.
She glances at you as you push in through the cat flap. Hey, Holden! She sings, grinning at you. Something's wrong. She's never this happy, but at the same time, humans have a lot of unexpected mood swings. You eye the girl suspiciously and move into the shadow of the kitchen table, then over to your food.
You don't cheat, but she does.
Oh, God.
As you munch kibble, the din of the
Yum,
TV murmurs in the background, and the aroma of whatever the girl is cooking wafts deliciously all through the house. Sometimes the smell of a fine meal can linger in the house for weeks. After a bit of a drink, you're thirsty. You head into the living room to see who's watching the TV. No one. The room is empty. Sometimes it's like that. You leap up on top of it and let the warmth and vibrations soothe you. It's been a long day. You appreciate this. The day outside, the night inside, the particular rhythm of it suits you. Now you bathe yourself a little, licking your fur. First the fur by your shoulders, then your belly. Scents from the day drift up as you do this, and random memories flash into your head.
PTSD.
When you're finished, you sit there in the empty room. The TV's blare, keeping you company. Go on to the next page.
Legit, we just have memories of our first life that we lost about fighting.
Right.
Oh no.
You didn't technically die. You just had lose a cat life. It's true. You didn't technically die. You just lost a cat life. It's not the same. I mean, haven't you seen Batman Returns?
No.
It's a great movie because it's the best Batman movie from the 90s. The light from the TV casts various shadows around the room, but it's ultimately not that interesting, though you have been compelled in the past by flickering shadows and lights. You wonder what's new with the rest of the family. You decide to find out. If you decide to look for the woman, head to page 81. If you're curious about the man, go to page 84. If the boy is who you're interested in, move to 86. Or if you'd rather go back to the girl in the kitchen, saunter over to page 88. So I guess this is a family.
Ooh. I'm tempted for food, because even though we just ate, but also the boy sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'd be down to see what the boy's up to.
Okay.
Alright,
Boy,
let's go.
boy.
Part of me is concerned considering some.
Page 86. He
I'm
jacks off on
concerned
the
now
cat.
for everything.
Oh, please don't make us walk in on him or something.
Don't worry, he's playing Xbox.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
thank
He's literally playing Xbox 360.
Oh, thank God. That's fine. I'm okay with
This is a dated book.
Whoa. People still play 360. That's not that old.
I'm just being silly.
Oh, look at me, I'm Weiss. I got a new computer, so I think
look
I'm
at
better
me,
than you.
I have a PS5.
PS5. Ooh.
Do you have a PS5?
No, I don't.
Okay, I was about to slap you if you did, because I'm like, God damn, motherfucker, how'd you get it? You find the boy in his room. He's lying on his bed, staring at a large glowing screen on his desk. On it, a loud barking stick advances toward men who pop out from behind walls and doorways and fences. That's a really interesting way of explaining a first-person
Barking
shooter.
stick.
Yeah.
Behind
He's
he's
playing
playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. When you jump onto the bed, the boy glances over, then returns his attention to the screen. Small speakers blare a regular rat-a-tat-tat every time he presses a button on the thing in his hands. Then the scene changes. The barking stick looks up into the sky, and there are small dark flying things on the screen. Immediately, you get up. If you'd like to chase the dark dots on the screen, pursue them on page 182.
That's very cute.
If you'd rather sit on the boy's lap, turn to page 184.
I kind of feel like if we go for the dark spots, we're going to mess something up and get in trouble. But
But
also...
it's a lot of fun because you're a
Yeah.
cat.
I'm a cat. I want to mess it up.
All right.
I'm going to chase after the dark spots.
Let's
Dark
do it.
spots?
Let's do it.
Dark spots? Okay, 182. Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding.
feel like we sound as live is gonna push us.
Oh, this
You feel his boner.
this is a really cute picture of the cat's paw like attacking the planes.
That's
Aw.
adorable.
It's really cute.
I
Okay.
wonder if our human is annoyed at that.
You run the length of the bed, then jump the small gap to the desk. The black things swirl on the screen. You bat at them. Hey! The boy gets up. You hear movement behind you. Holden, what the fuck? You continue batting. The fast-moving shapes are so captivating. The boy comes up, presses a button, and everything on the screen freezes. You stop mid-bat. Jesus Christ, kitten! This is an LCD monitor. You could have scratched it! The boy picks you up, then carries you to the hall, dropping you soundlessly on the rug. He closes the door. Behind it, the rat-a-tat resumes. If you haven't visited the woman, trot over to page 81. If you haven't yet gone to the girl, turn to page 88. If you haven't yet investigated the man's activities, turn to page 84. Or, if you're done visiting everyone, go to page 177.
I felt like
There's a woman and a girl?
Yeah, I think it's mom, dad, son, and daughter. I thought for some reason it would...
I felt like that was a slight railroady the way they said, go visit the man.
Because it sounds more interesting, because it says
Yeah.
investigate the man's activities.
Yeah.
Let's investigate the man's activities.
Okay.
That's exciting.
I'm also very possibly worried, depending.
Okay.
Worried about all this.
You find the man in the front hallway putting on his sneakers. Hey, Holden, he says. I'm just going for a walk before dinner. In his hand, he has the jingly keys that you like to play with. Tethered to them is a furry mouse of some kind. I think it's a lucky horseshoe. Or a lucky rabbit's foot. The man pauses for a moment, then reaches for you, lifting you up into his arms. Want to come along, he asks? His own whiskers tickle you. If you decide to stay in the man's arms, turn to page 186. If you struggle out of his grasp, turn to page 181.
I kind of want to see where this goes.
Stay.
Yeah, stay.
Okay, 186.
See if he drives himself off a cliff or
Oh,
something.
no.
I don't know, he
I
seems
am
happy.
terribly
He looks
depressed.
like a happy guy. I don't know.
Ah,
That's what a happy person looks like.
ah.
Okay,
Do we need to have a
186.
talk,
Yep.
Chris?
Oh no, I
What?
have a bad thought.
Well, it doesn't look bad. Okay, the next page isn't very comforting. The man cradles you in one arm while he closes the door with the other. Outside, the days cool down considerably. The sky is a dark blue and everything's quiet. This is nice. You always felt comfortable being carried around. You've met other cats who can't stand it. They yowl and scratch, and of course, if it was someone you didn't know, you're sure you'd respond similarly. But this is your family. The man carries you down the sidewalk at a steady pace. He is singing a little song to himself. Something sloshes in his pocket. Whoa, the man says, his pace slowing. He is looking up at the second-story window of a house. You see the warmly lit wall of some room. Then a young woman walks past, clad only in a black bra and underwear. And that's the picture that I was talking about.
Oh.
Black bra and
my
underwear, girl. Okay. Fuck, the man breathes. He shoots a quick look around and looks back at the room.
No.
He stands there staring. You stare with him. You understand the process of standing and watching. You spent a lot of time hanging around holes
I get
you were
it.
sure held rabbits, but were long abandoned. Other times you're just waiting for that squirrel to come to your side of the tree.
Guys, we're in a cat book, and our dad is a peeping Tom.
Yep, but the girl does not
Aw.
reappear, and then the light in the room goes out. The man looks at you, gives you a squeeze. That was something, huh? He asks you. He bumps your nose with his nose. Don't tell Jenny.
I'm
Go
gonna
to the
tell
next
Jenny.
page.
We
How can we
told
tell
you.
Jenny?
Tell Jenny, this is our mission now.
Just types on the keyboard. Just. I was gonna tap on my keyboard, but I didn't want to stop the process. He continues walking down the street. By now, the street lamps have come on. After you pass one, the man pulls a small bottle out of his pocket, unscrews the cap with one hand while holding onto its neck, then holds the cap with his thumb and forefinger. Just say he drinks from the bottle. He takes a
Right.
gulp, then screws the cap back on. He is very skilled at doing this one-handed. It goes back in his pocket, and you both go back to walking. At one point, a woman walks by with her dog, but it doesn't react to you. It's a pit bull. No.
It's like, I already killed you once.
Oh,
Hey,
he's
haven't
so
I
cute.
killed you before? What is this, the Nemesis system from the Lord of the Rings games?
It's the one that sounds exactly like,
Oh god,
Nagiani. Yeah. That he just sounds like himself. He doesn't sound like an orc.
Nothing.
Before you know it, you're back at the house. The man drops you gently onto the mat by the front door as he opens it. A waft of warm air exhales out like a breath, welcoming you home. So if you haven't visited the woman, turn to page 81. If you haven't yet gone to see the girl, turn to page 88. If you haven't yet looked in on the boy, which we have, or if you're done visiting everyone, go to page 177.
Okay, either we need to visit Mom or we can be done, but...
Because I feel like it's just a circle kind of thing. There's
Yeah.
really... I think these are just cute moments with the family.
Yeah. I'm down with moving on.
Okay, so
Same.
let's move on.
Yeah. Unless there's a quiz. It's like, what was the daughter doing?
Fuck! Darren!
This
Okay.
dad, though.
Goddamn.
Yes, I do not like...
The girl
Everyone's
puts
scumbags
plates.
here.
The girl puts plates down on the kitchen table as you jump up onto it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say, if I was just walking and I saw that, I hate to admit, I would stop and look at it. But I would he stopped and just went back on his way after she was done. Like, yes, it's perverted to do, but I have to admit, I would probably do the same thing. I have to be truthful. Sam, I'm sorry. I've done it every day of my life. Tiny windows are everywhere.
Tiny
I
windows.
see everything.
That's valid. Yeah, I'm a nosy person.
True.
But I guess
That's
other
it.
reactions...
You're the one who peeks into people's fucking windows
I
every
try to
day,
find
and I
it-
say stop.
Try to find the cats, okay?
Yeah, you're trying to look at pussy. I get it. Normally the girl tells you to get off, gently pushing you to the floor, but she doesn't do that today. There's something stiff about her movements. She looks like she does when she's moving in the mornings. Like she's just woken up. Dinner! She calls in a loud voice. You jump from the table over to the countertop, where you gaze at the fish steaming on a plate. You look to see if the girl notices you. She does. She comes over and you shy away, but she cuts a large piece off and puts it on a small plate and places it on top of the fridge.
I want to get comically large fork and knife and sit there at the table.
Shut up fucking with the cat's references.
No.
Go for it, kitten. You do. One by one, the man, the woman, and the boy all mill into the kitchen and sit down. Thanks, Julie, for cooking, the woman says. Yeah, thanks, the boy says. He fills his plate with steamed vegetables and some rice. On top of the fridge, you are absorbed in the fish. The fish is great. "Thank you, honey," the man says. The sound of the munching fills the kitchen. No one says much. There is small talk, but even to your ears, it sounds insubstantial.
That means it's good food.
So
Yep.
is she a stepmom?
I don't think so.
No, that's like the daughter and the mom.
Yeah.
There's a daughter.
When you're finished, you
Also-
lick your lips, then your paws. You watch the rest of the family carefully. Perhaps they might drop something and not notice. But that doesn't happen this time. When everyone is done, the boy gets up first. Turn to the next page. Oh, no! Okay, so this is a page. It's a girl drinking liquor right out of the bottle.
That's probably the daughter, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be upstairs, he says. Jason, the man says, a hint of warning in his voice. Your sister cooked. You know the rule. The boy pauses. All right. The boy moves around the table, picking up the plates. I have to go back in, the woman says. Just a few hours. The man nods. The new contract? Right. The girl pushes her chair back and gets up to leave. Thanks again, kiddo, the man says to her. She gives a small smile. You notice that the light is weird around her. You decide to follow her upstairs. The girl goes into her room and shuts the door. You nudge your nose at it, but it doesn't open. You scratch at it. She doesn't answer, but you keep scratching. Finally, she opens it. Okay, well, I guess you can come in. The girl sits at the foot of her bed, and the wide white leather belt in her hands. I don't know what to do, she says.
Oh, no.
Then she reaches into her book bag, pulling out a thin, clear bottle. You recognize it as what the man drinks in the mornings.
God damn this family.
She unscrews the cap and takes a sip. Then she takes a large swallow, raising the bottle. Oh, Jesus, she says. She belches and screws the cap back on the bottle. Go to the next page. Getting up, the girl slides the closet door open all the way. Using both arms, she hefts all her dresses and coats and pulls them out, tossing them onto her bed. The assorted clothes go sliding. The clothes hangers hook and clatter with each other. The girl returns to the edge of the bed and looks at the empty closet. She keeps drinking from the bottle. You have two choices. If you decide to investigate the clothing on the bed, paw on over to page 189. If you decide you'd rather sit on the girl's lap, move over to page 192.
I feel like the
Guys,
girl, we
intervention.
should, let's sit on the girl's lap. I
Let's
think
sit
she
on
is.
the
Yeah, alright, that sounds fun.
Oh yeah, this got
Oh
dark.
dear God, is she gonna kill herself?
I feel like it.
You crawl onto the girl's lap and it's warm. The girl drinks more from out of the bottle. She strokes your head and begins to weep. Bending over you, her hair falls down and tickles your whiskers. You move a little to get comfortable. I'm sorry, Holden. I'm getting you all wet, she says, wiping at your fur. The girl keeps sipping from the bottle. Everyone at school keeps calling me a dyke. You look up at her. Water is sliding down her face and you lean up to lick it. Salty, but you kind of like it.
Your
Yes,
tears
cry
taste
more.
delicious.
Fucking dyke lesbo slut. The girl drinks more, then looks at the wall. Nobody wants to hang out with me anymore. My own best friends, even. The girl sniffs and wipes her nose on her arm. Some best friends. Now she won't even look at me, won't even say hi. You look up at the girl, then rub your face into her belly. But I think you're right, she says softly. They're right about me. You want to relax and sleep, but the girl is making it difficult. Something's really wrong, but at the same time, you aren't certain how to solve it. If I'm a lesbian, then my whole life's going to be so hard. I don't know if I can live in this world. The girl murmurs and takes another slow swallow from the bottle.
Please don't.
I don't know if I can survive it. The fish in your belly makes you quite sleepy. You stretch out your paws.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done, the girl says. She screws the cap back on the bottle and puts it aside. I'm so done with all this bullshit.
Oh, no.
They can have this world. I've had enough of it.
No!
The girl takes a deep
No!
breath, then slowly lets it out. She looks down at you with fondness and a smile. Thank you for being here, Holden, the girl says in a quiet voice. She is practically whispering. I didn't want to do this alone.
Oh God!
Gently, she lifts
Guys,
you
we
off her
should've
lap,
ran.
sits you down on the bed. With deliberation, the girl grabs books from her shelves and places them in a small, neat pile on the closet floor, which she stands on. Then, using her leather belt, the girl creates a secure loop around the metal bar that previously held all of her clothes.
What the fuck is this?
She tests it, yanking it to see if it will hold all her weight. It does. Finally, the girl places her head in it, and she gives the one last smile before kicking the books away. She hangs. Turn to the next page.
Jesus! What the hell?
Should we read this?
I'm kind of done.
I will say put trigger warnings at the beginning of this one for sure. Like, I will put a note saying there is trigger warnings.
What the fuck?
Her feet jerk a little, knocking over the rest of the books. The choking sound comes out of her like she's bringing up a small fur ball.
This author!
But after a few seconds, it's quiet. You look up at her bare feet swinging. From the hallway, you hear a muffled rat-a-tat-tat sound from the boys' room. You're kind of tired from eating that fish. If you feel like
Let's take a nap, guys.
if you feel like napping, turn to page 196.
Oh my God.
If you decide instead to stay with the girl, turn to page 199.
Okay, so this author describes cat mating and also peeing and pooping places.
And suicide.
And now suicide.
Suicide.
And it's one of those, do you want to nap or just stand with the...
With the body.
Fuck?
Guys, I mean, both are kind of the same choice.
Stay with the girl, because if you're awake, you might have to do something and get attention and save the girl, maybe?
So...
This is some messed up stuff. I'm curious. What would happen if we take a nap? Do we just wake up to sirens?
I'm just going to say you do get at the end if you chose the other one, so...
Okay.
So this one is not at the end immediately. Something is really wrong. You don't like this. You nudge the girl's swinging feet with your nose. Suddenly, her feet jerk. They kick you in the face. You yell. You think her toe might have gotten in your eye. You yell some more, knocking away from the girl. There's a knock on the bedroom door. Julie? Jules? The door opens and the man appears. Look, have you seen my... He stops, seeing you on the floor, back of your paws rubbing your eye. He takes in the clothes on the bed, then comes into the room looking around. Oh God, he shouts, then runs to the girl, lifting her up. Julie! Julie! The girl's hands claw up to the belt, trying to grab it. Her face is beet red. Her feet keep jerking. Jason! The man yells. You have never heard him yell so loudly. Jason! What? The boy comes running into the room. What the hell? Help me get your sister down. Oh God! Together they bring the girl down to the carpet. Call 911! The man says. The girl is choking, coughing. She vomits onto the floor. A little while later, the boy ushers two men into the room. They have a huge bed on wheels on which they take the girl away. You hide under the bed and watch all this from the shadows.
We saved her life.
You did save her life.
But she did poke us in the eye, so...
I really wish we had taken a nap instead. The entire family is gone all night and most of the next day. You eat your bowl clean of kibble. The next day, the family comes home without the girl. None of them speak much. It is a weird 2 weeks without her. But then one day, they bring her home. When she sees you, she bends down and lifts you up into a big hug. Hi, Holton, she says, giving you a kiss on the nose. It's good to see you. Her breath smells a little different than before, but it is no less pleasing to you. Later that evening, the entire family assembles in the living room, and the TV is blessedly silent for once. Everyone takes turns talking. There's a lot of crying. You move from person to person, letting them stroke you. They talk late into the night. The girl talks the most, and everyone sits silent, listening to her. Then they all come over to hold her as she weeps. You jump from her lap, startled at the sudden bodies and arms. You watch them clustered together on the couch. They stay like that for a long time. Finally, everyone retires upstairs, and you fall asleep behind the girls' knees. You miss them.
Aww.
We ended there.
That's a good ending.
That's a good ending.
I mean, I actually am crying. I'm not gonna lie. That last chapter made me cry a bit. I was about to say, you know what? Bittersweet ending. You know, because if you had slept, the girl would have died.
There's a sequel, though?
There's a sequel during a zombie apocalypse. And there's also one where you're a kitten.
No.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think of your experience as a cat?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Like, at first I'm like, okay, it's kind of funny of the, like, horniness of the one cat and the
Getting
cat
into
shenanigans. And then the girl trying to kill herself.
Yeah, that was a
I wonder what it would have... Okay, I gotta find out real quick what would have happened if you...
Checked on the girl?
If you what's it called? Decided...
Or slept.
Because there was another choice. I can't remember what it was. No, not that page. It's like
yeah,
180s.
I wonder if we like hung out
Oh,
with
here we
her
go.
for a bit, we
Next
would have
page.
got an inkling of what
Oh
was
yeah, if you
going on.
decide to investigate the clothing, go to 189. I'm just curious to see. Okay, you go to look at the clothes and find an item wrapped in a thin, clear plastic. The claws make short work of it, and the fine plastic pieces fly. You leap on it. It slides out from the falls to the floor. where you jump on more fresh plastic. It is great fun, but you get distracted. The girl is putting books on the floor of the closet.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So it kind of railroads you into the same choice.
I was about to say, there's still that, but it's different. So let's see here. The high above you, she's taking her belt and looped it around the metal pole. She pulls on the belt experimentally, it holds. Then she pulls harder, lifting her feet off the ground. She swings silently for a few moments, then her feet return to the books. The girl sits back down on the bed and opens the bottle again, drinking from it. You go over to the books, sniffing around to see what's so special about them, and you knock them over. You jump back as they topple. The girl laughs. You look over at her. Is she mad at you?
Oh, okay.
And she decided against it. Pretty much. So if you had chosen the other option, she wouldn't have tried to. She would have attempted, but then decided against it. It would look like.
All right.
Because she's like,
that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she saw you being a cute cat.
Yeah. So
I just thought we could, like, comfort her instead of just being like, oh, look, clothes.
Right?
sometimes just acting like a cat is better than trying to comfort someone.
I guess.
Because you're like, oh my god, he's being cute playing with plastic. And then he knocked over books and shit.
Yeah.
You know, because she confided in you. Remember that. If you hadn't sat on her lap, she wouldn't have confided in you and she got that second thought in her head before that. Because since she confided in you and felt more comfortable about killing herself during that time, that's what pushed her into wanting to do it more. I'm looking way too deeply into a book about a fucking cat and a girl who tried to commit suicide. I don't know, I kind of had fun with this one. It made everyone uncomfortable, and that's what made me the happiest.
That was a ride. Like, I cannot say I expected half of the things to happen.
I was about to say, I definitely need to put trigger warnings about
it's a little
cat
dark.
death and suicide. So, hold up, I gotta write that note for myself.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
an
little,
important one.
little dark.
Yeah,
Damn.
what's with the dad voyeurism side plot?
That was like such a tiny plot, it doesn't even matter.
Compared to this.
She wanted to draw a lady in a bra. That's it.
Probably.
Fan service. Get all the other people.
Fan
I think this is a guy, because it's Sherwin Tijia?
I kind of figured it was a guy.
Yeah. Sherwin.
He just wants to be a cat and hang out with his girlfriend to almost fuck
There's some other books that this person has. I don't know if they've written them yet or if they're to come out soon, but he has written. They may have written. You're doing 20 to life.
Okay.
You are committing suicide.
What the fuck?
What?
You are a cult leader.
That one I'm vaguely interested in a weird way.
You are homeless.
Oh, that could be fun, actually.
What?
You are Jesus Christ.
I actually read a
That's too much
webcomic,
different.
and they explore homelessness and lookism and how people judge you for looking homeless or being pretty or stuff like that.
It could be an interesting introspection into homelessness.
Yeah,
You are old.
and the systems that come from it.
You are old. That's another one. You are on a date.
That could be okay.
This one's kind of the scary one. You are a concentration camp cop.
What the fuck?
But the next one afterwards is you are sent back in time to kill baby Hitler.
Hey.
That shouldn't be a choose your own adventure. It's just you do it at the end.
Can it be you're sent back in time to raise baby Hitler to be in art college?
That could be one of the choices.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You are obsessed with Johnny Depp.
How do you...
That's like one for my mom.
It's a weirdly specific.
You are an escaped slave.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You are Alice's mom from Alice in Wonderland.
We have that one.
I actually bought it today, so I have to actually wait for it to come in. And yeah, the only ones I can confirm that she has actually written are you are a cat during the zombie apocalypse, you are a kitten, and you are Alice's mom, because those are the only ones I've purchased or have at the apartment. So I don't know if you guys ever want to try to do you're a cat during the zombie apocalypse, but I know I'm down.
I'd be down.
Or you are a kitten. I feel like you are a kitten will probably be a little more lighthearted, hopefully.
I hope.
Not.
Oh, you know what? You could be a stray kitten. You could end up being a stray kitten.
Let's say from
Oliver and Company. What doesn't matter?
From all of this, no, I don't trust.
I was about to say this author must have been a really big fan of the Wildcat Clan books or whatever.
The Warrior.
The
Warrior
Cats.
Yeah. Probably. Who knows?
Dang.
I mean, I like what's it called, Choose Your Own Adventures. I'm happy to see that they've actually decided like someone's made an adult version of it.
Yeah.
That's a little more interesting because like Sam has one that's like Romeo and Juliet. You pick the plot. That one
Yeah.
didn't really interest me too much.
Well, it's also kind of like a lighthearted. Like it's not.
Yeah,
It's not like
like I
actual
want something
super real.
like a little more mature. You know, and this definitely like with the lighthearted kind of sound of it with You Are a Cat, kind of does throw you a curveball. Which I mean, I kind of just like that thing of like, oh, you're a cute little cat. This is Hello Kitty, yay, or whatever.
Mhm.
No, this
like-
makes you think it's Oliver and Company, but this is Homeward Bound.
Oh my
Be like, oh, this is Cheese like Sweet Home or whatever. That one with that cute little cat on the cover, just like chilling out and being a little
It's
cat.
Cheese Sweet Home, but you end up having what's it called? It's like what's it called? Like those like modern dog movies where like the people do try to kill themselves and shit. Like I don't know if you guys have watched like A Dog's Purpose and shit like that, where like the human plots are always fucking
I've seen
depressing.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's like you're just a happy dog who doesn't understand things.
What you doing with that boomstick? Why are you trying to eat it, human?
Oh no.
Free food.
No. You left me locked in here, human, without any food. I must now eat you.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
must now eat you.
Hey, thanks for joining us on Speaking of Which, Let's Read a Book. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. Your kind words send rhythms to iTunes and tell them to give us love. If you are not following us on Facebook / Speaking of Which podcast, you should to get all your updates. Or SOW_podcast if you want updates and funny things that I tweet. Me make funny tweets. Ho ho ho. And we also have a website, speakingofwhich.org. I'm too cheap to get speakingofwhich.com. You can follow me at the _RuPaul on Twitter and Instagram. And we also have a Speaking of Which YouTube page. Just look up Speaking of Which. Sam.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Berserker Rose.
Noelia, after this
Man.
book, do you want to be followed?
You can find me on Instagram at Mary Myriads with not content like this.
With cute and fun,
More lighthearted stuff.
very
Actual
lighthearted.
cute things, not cute.
You should
men.
draw us as the cats. You should draw us as cats.
Looking horrifiedly
Yeah.
at feet hanging in midair.
Oh God!
I was like, my bad idea was like, draw my feet and you guys as cats.
Oh man.
But I'm like, you know what? That might not be nice to say.
Trigger warning stuff. No.
Just wait. One of them's my foot. The other one's Weese's foot.
Oh man.
It's his bum foot. It's not. He's not even hanging. It's just his foot. Just
It's
It's
my
just-
foot.
Being normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
We're
normal.
actually just sitting on a futon and we
Yeah.
can't reach the bottom because it's such a high couch. Like
You're on
Sam's mom.
swings.
yeah. It's like my mom who
I
can't
mean, like
reach the
me
bottom.
right now.
Yeah, Weese, where can we find you?
See?
Force left-hander.
That
Force left-hander at YouTube and Instagram. I do more anime stuff. I don't do this.
You do all of this.
I
Anime
do.
cats. Wait.
Anime cats.
Yeah, anime cats are fun.
See, at first I thought like Way of the House Husband, where the cat's like trying to poop in
Aw.
various places, and they're like, "Don't
Oh,
poop here,"
dude, that
Yeah,
was such a
that
good
was
and it's just
funny.
like a cute little like thing, and then it just
Ooh, side tangent. Have you guys ever read Junji Ito's Cat Diary?
No.
Oh,
It's really cute. I
adorable.
should let you borrow it. It's on my bookshelf.
It's-
I will. And Sam, sit your ass down. I will get it afterwards because I don't want you tripping on something.
It's actually wholesome. Like
It's really wholesome. It's adorable, and I think you guys would
A
like it.
comic or?
Manga.
Oh.
Yeah, Junji Ito. He does like all those terrifying horror comics.
Oh gee.
Yeah,
This was his
it-
palate cleanser.
Yeah, it's pretty much his palate cleanser because he drew like Uzumaki and stuff like that. Have you ever seen Brandon's shirt with like the chick with like the swirl and like the eye? That's one of his comics.
Yeah, okay.
And the Curse of Amanita Flats or whatever, the
That
one
sounds
where there are
familiar.
people like this is my hole
Oh.
in the cliffside, and it's the Steven Universe thing.
This is my hole. It belongs to me.
Yeah.
How did you-
But hey, so what song should we end off on? I'm thinking maybe Stray Cat Strut by oh god, why am I forgetting their name? Fudgesicles. They're a cat band. Their name's Cat. Meow meow meow. Dun, 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 dun. Anyone got a cat song that isn't Cat's musical?
Why did I
Nope,
laugh like
I got
a
nothing.
bad
If you-
Majima impersonator?
I don't know.
If there's if you want to go the Mimi one, you can just play the what does it go like ichi ni san ya, that one. It's like
Oh.
super popular. on
Always do
TikTok
Neon
right now.
Cat.
Nah, I don't like Neon Cat. Neon bothers me. I'm more likely to choose that one than yours.
Fair enough.
It's on TikTok a lot.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called, but I know what you're talking about.
And you can even do the male version.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
No, there's a male version. It's just so good. We'll show it to you right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other cat songs. I know there's other cat songs out there.
Cat. I'm a kitty cat.
No.
No.
It's like, I won't do that, and I won't do Cat Scratch Fever, because I don't like Ted Nugent.
That's fair. That's why I didn't bring that one up.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Ooh, that's a good choice. You know,
good.
Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, or maybe something from Oliver and Company. Because I was singing, why should I worry? Why should I care? I'm a kitty cat. Wait, no, that's a dog who's singing.
That's a dog singing Billy Joel.
Yeah,
But
Billy
the cat
Joel.
doesn't have a song, so
Yeah, I know, because he's Oliver. Oliver doesn't get a song.
it's a company that
You
sings.
and me together.
The bad girl.
Yeah.
Oh, so fun tangent, by the way.
Yeah.
I had a toy of Pet. I think it's Penny. It's the girl's name. I don't quote me
It's
on
Penny.
that. And with Oliver in her lap, and she's supposed to be in a boat, so her legs are like fused together, sitting like this.
I've seen that, yeah.
And I was like, and then I had like this random like spool for something else.
Ooh, I got it.
So
What's
I
New
just-
Pussycat?
There you
That
go.
works.
Or The Love Cats by The Cure.
So I just basically had her in a wheelchair. I was like, she's in a wheelchair now as a kid, because I was like, she can't really walk,
That's funny.
but she can kind of roll with this.
Yeah.
So.
I like I typed in cat songs, and it's a lot of Doja Cat.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Boss bitch.
Yeah.
I like Boss bitch.
Yeah, okay. How about Moo? I don't know that song. I just saw it.
That was like the first thing she made, and
It's
everybody.
from 2018.
Yeah.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Honky Cat by Elton John.
No, I think you should go.
Pussycat Meow. I do like Delight. Cool for Cats. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep naming cat songs. Siamese Cat Song from
No.
We Are Siamese, if you
I
please.
hate
No.
that song so much.
It's racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Nashville Cats by Lovin' Spoonful. Hey Diddle Diddle.
Wow.
They also put Cats in the Cradle, and I was just like, that's funny. Cat People Putting Out Fire by David Bowie. I'm just gonna keep naming cats. All Cats Are Gray by The Cure. I forgot about that. That's actually a really good one, but I won't use that one because there's no gray cat in this except for the horny cat. Is there a horny cat song in here?
Again, you already pointed
If
out.
you
Took out
find some sort of rap song that's talking about women, but yeah.
Hey.
That could be something.
Everyone else can be horny too, not just rappers. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Uh-huh.
very much.
I was trying to think of like.
Shouldn't have assumed.
Sorry, I was thinking of They
What?
don't say the word. They don't say the word pussy though. 3.14.
Oh yeah. I was about to say I've already used the song "Pussy" by oh god, why am I forgetting the Lords of Acid? I've already used "Pussy" before. Let me see that pussy. Yeah, it has that. I used a different. I can't remember. I know I've used a song by them.
By the way, if you guys ever want to do a thing where we play Kitty Love, I have Kitty Love.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us this week on Speaking of Which. Happy birthday to Luna, Alexia, and anyone else on July 30th. Because last episode was actually my birthday episode, and I forgot to say happy birthday to myself. Because we'll be releasing that one. But hey, whatever. I'll put it as a note in there.
Yeah, so we can celebrate your birthday though.
I don't know. We can celebrate it normal.